Hi everyone, today I'm going to be unboxing my copies of LOONA's newest album, Hash, I believe is how they're pronouncing it. It's the hashtag symbol or the number sign. And I ordered the set of all four versions, Limited A, Limited B, Normal A, and Normal B, through MyMusicTaste, because MyMusicTaste were offering exclusive member photocards with their albums. This is the first time I have ever ordered from MyMusicTaste, so I did not really know what to expect. It said the shipping would be DHL shipping, which is normally pretty speedy in my experience, so I figured it was worth it to take the risk and order from them, especially with the exclusive photocards, because LOONA photocards do have a tendency to get pretty pricey. It did take a little while to ship, unfortunately. I don't have the exact numbers handy, but the album came out in early February, and I received my copies towards the end of February. But it looks like the photocards are loose in the packaging, the extra MyMusicTaste ones, so I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm hoping to get Olivia and Yojin's photocards for that. I have started collecting Yojin's photocards as well. Unfortunately, Hasul, who is another one of my biases, is not participating in this comeback, and therefore she does not have any photocards, and she is not in the photo shoots, which I'm really sad about. I miss her a lot. But I know that it is for health reasons, and of course Idol's health should always come above anything else. So of course I am wishing her nothing but the best and hoping that things do get better for her soon. Okay, yeah, the photocards are loose, so I can already see one of them. I honestly wasn't sure what to expect with this comeback. I still honestly have some mixed opinions about it. They were originally supposed to have a second comeback last year that kept getting pushed back for reasons we're not entirely clear on. At some point in all of that, their creative director, Jaden Jong, actually left BBC, so he is no longer involved with LOONA in any capacity. And the content that he had prepared for them, like the LOOPΔ album, may or may not be entirely scrapped. We're not 100% sure. It seems like that might be the case, though, unfortunately. Because we got a whole teaser medley for LOOPΔ, and you mean to tell me that we're never going to get that? But the point of that is to say that this album and the songs on it were most likely not part of the original LOONA plan. I'm not sure if they had other songs that they were planning for the comeback album. I don't know how far along that process had gotten. We did get a teaser video at the end of Butterfly Promotions, which teased a Burn comeback. And the lyrics of So What and some of the lines in the video do still go along with that theme. But even though we don't actually know all the behind the scenes stuff, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is not the song that they were originally planning to come back with, because Lee Soo-man from SM Entertainment actually helped out on this one, and I don't think that would have happened if Jaden were still there. I may be wrong on this one because I'm not super familiar with the composers, but I don't think any of the composers on this album were composers they had worked with previously. I might be wrong on that, but I do know that there was some difference in the producers there. Like, I know Monotree is not involved at all in this album, and Monotree was involved in a lot of other LOONA music. I personally have mixed feelings about the title song, but I do really enjoy some of the B-sides, and I am very happy that the girls finally had a comeback, and I'm hoping that things go a little bit better for them this year and we don't have to wait a whole entire year for the next one. I'm not actually sure which versions are the limited ones and which ones are the normal ones this time around. One thing I don't like about this album is that all of the covers are horizontal this time. There are no vertical covers, which I don't like because I like the vertical covers much better, personally. But we have this one, which might be Limited A. This one, which might be Limited B. I think that one is Limited B. I'm not as sure about version A. We have this one, which might be Normal A. And this one, which might be Normal B. And if I'm wrong on that, I do apologize, and I will put a correction in the comments. The limited versions this time around, they do have hidden tracks again, but this time it is a full, complete song called Day and Night, and I believe it's the same on both Limited A and Limited B. But it's not listed, of course, because it's a hidden song, so I can't tell just by looking at them which one hasn't, which one doesn't. Another change this time around is that the photo cards for the limiteds are normally different than the normals. Normally their limiteds have group or unit photo cards, and then it was one set of cards for normal A and one set of member cards for normal B. But this time I believe it is one set of member cards for both versions of A and one set for both versions of B. That actually makes it a little bit easier for photocard collectors like myself, especially with Hostel being out for this comeback, so I'm only looking for Olivia's version A card and version B card and Yojin's version A card and version B card. Theoretically, I could get all of those cards today, or at least get enough to trade for them, which is wonderful. A lot better than having to buy extra copies, especially because I don't really have as much extra spending money right now. The cards are also selfie cards this time around. They are not just photo shoot pictures, which is a change that I personally like because I personally prefer selfie photo cards, and I liked that we were starting to see some of those with the extra cards like the Season's Greetings and the Meet and Up photo cards. So I'm glad that that has continued into the albums. Although again, that is another thing that is different from pre-debut and Jaden era LOONA. The photo books for Limited A and Normal A and Limited B and Normal B are supposed to be the same once again. But before we take a look at those, I'm going to look at the MyMusicTaste photo cards. You get 2 with each album. So these are in little plastic sleeves with 2 in each one. As I said, I am hoping for Yojin and Olivia Hye's, simply because those are the 2 members I collect. I would love to collect OT12, but that's absolutely not feasible with my budget. So in this set, it looks like we got Cherry. They're selfie cards, but they have a red border, I guess to distinguish them as MyMusicTaste cards. They have signatures on the back, which is super cute. And then we got Hyunjin for the other one. I'm hoping I don't get too many dupes. Oh wow, the shade of red like really nicely matches my nails. Okay, for the second one, looks like we got Go1. Oh! And okay. So I'm happy because I can already tell that I have pulled both of my biases that are promoting this era, because I can see in the stack below I got Ollie as well. Go1 signature is very cute with the hearts. We have Yojin, who's looking absolutely gorgeous with her blonde hair this comeback. She's so grown up looking. Like I got into LOONA around Odd Eye Circle era, so I remember seeing tiny baby Yojin, and now she's not an adult, she's still a teenager, but she's so much more grown up. I feel like a proud parent. And I did get Olivia's as well, which is wonderful if it will focus. Super cute card. Oh! Oh, that's so cute. I actually got 2 Yojins. I got Ollie and Yojin together in one. So that's perfect. I don't know what I'm going to do about my photo card binder yet. There's just going to be this like awkward gap for Hustle for like this entire era. I don't know, I might have to try and arrange the photo cards for this era differently. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. And then I got Choose a photo card, which is super cute. She was always super cute. And I got a duplicate of Hyunjin. Oh, that's an adorable signature too. So I did get a couple dupes, but not too many, which is really fortunate. I was expecting to have like a lot of the same sets, but that's good that I didn't. It seems like they actually did mix up the cards pretty well, and they're very, they're a little thin, the photo cards, but not too bad. They're pretty sturdy feeling. Alright, so now let's look at the albums. We're going to start with what I think is Limited A. Hopefully I'll have as good luck with the photo cards here as I did with MyMusicTaste ones. So on the front cover, I believe this is the same picture from the digital version. We have an image of the 11 members that are promoting this comeback with this house and moon graphic behind them. There are 6 listed tracks on this album. The intro track, Hashtag, the title track, So What, the B-sides, Number 1, Oh Yes I Am, Dang Dang Dang, and 365. 365 was a pre-release track. I wasn't a huge fan of it when it first came out, simply because it is a very traditional style ballad, and I'm not a huge fan of those kinds of songs, regardless of who's singing them. It is a very nice song for what it is, and listening to it within the context of the album, I like it a lot more as a closing track. But as a standalone single, it just didn't grab my personal attention. That's nothing against the song in any way, shape, or form. Oh Yes I Am is my personal favorite. Hustle's vocals are featured on that song. They are on 365, and I believe Dang 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 as well. But, like, you can really tell she's on Oh Yes I Am. She has some really lovely ad-libs and whistle notes in the last chorus on that one. And I really, really like the song. It's kind of house style. It reminds me a lot of, like, FX's Four Walls or Shiny's View. And I really, really love that kind of music. So I'm super happy that LOONA did a song like that. And I'm really thrilled that Hostel did still participate in that, even though she isn't participating in promotions. The back is just plain, like most of the albums are. And on the spine, we have their Korean logo, the album's title, and then their distributors, Blockberry Creative, and they are still being distributed by Kakao M. Fortunately, I don't think we had as many issues with them as we did for XX, but they did still cause some issues, if I remember correctly. I think they didn't print enough limiteds, but I believe they did quickly reprint to fill demand, which is not what happened with XX. But that's what the disc looks like. And this is a more girl crush styled comeback, and the title track and the styling goes along with that. I may have mixed feelings about the title track, but I actually do like the styling for the most part. I'm not a huge fan of all of the hairstyles, but I actually really do like the style of outfits. They kind of remind me of FX's Red Light just a little bit. Not that they really look like anything they wore particularly, but just that kind of pseudo-military girl crush vibe. I'm going to keep making references to other groups I like. That's not meant to say that LOONA is copying anybody in any way. I actually mean it as a positive thing. Like, for me personally, seeing these neon red lights and kind of an abandoned warehouse kind of thing, it reminds me a lot of one of the concepts that Monsta X had for the Clan Part 1 album. They did something similar with kind of an abandoned building and these reddish pinkish lights that cast the members in that kind of glow. And I really liked that Monsta X concept, so I really like that LOONA is doing something similar. I know that can be a point of contention for some people when groups have similar concepts, but for me it's actually positive. I actually like when groups I like have similar concepts to each other. So it looks like we're going in debut order, so we're starting with Heejin, Hyunjin. Oh. I had a moment where I forgot Hasa wasn't going to be in the book. And I made myself sad. I was like, wait, we skipped someone. No, we didn't. Anyway, we have Yeojin, Vivi. I'm not a huge fan of the way they styled Vivi's bangs this comeback. I mean, she still looks gorgeous, but the bangs are not my favorite, personally. And then we have some unit shots with Hyunjin, Vivi, and Heejin. Oh, I'm sad. It's 1/3 unit shots, but they're missing Haseul. I mean, come on. They could have thrown Yeojin in there. I know she's in her own unit, but with Haseul missing, come on. Let Yeojin be involved. We have Kim Lip with that slicked back hair look, which is pretty popular. Jinsol, who has black hair and bangs for the first time. And then Sherry. I really like how even though their outfits are all kind of similarly styled, they all kind of have their own unique version of them, which I appreciate. Then we have some Odd Eye Circle unit shots with Jinsol, Cherry, and Kim Lip. And next we have YY by Y, starting with Eve, who has this really awesome shorter hairstyle this time around. We have Chu, looking absolutely gorgeous. And you can tell that they were kind of on a budget with this photo shoot because the pictures are clearly just in front of a wall with photos projected behind them. And I know some people were being critical of that, but I actually don't mind that because it still looks really cool, in my opinion. Oh, this is nice. So it's Go On's page, and I also got Go On's Photocard. So these cards are still matte, unlike the MyMusicTaste ones, which were glossy. And they do still have the LOONA The World backing design. It is black this time. I think it was black for the limiteds before, and these do feel a little bit thicker than the MyMusicTaste ones. And we have Olivia Yay. And then a couple YYY unit shots. I really like Go On's outfit. Oh, and then we have a concept switch. Okay. This is interesting. This is the concept for the B version. That makes me wonder what the B version photos are going to look like. We have Heejin, and I really like these outfits as well. I actually really, really do like their styling. I know the styling is very different, but I actually really like the styling for this, and I like the styling for XX a lot. I actually really enjoy the direction they're going in styling-wise. We have Yeojin. Her hair was less blonde in the photo shoot. It looks like it lightened up over time. Vivi, her bangs look a lot better here. I really like her outfit. It's very badass. And then again, some almost 1/3 unit shots. Again, come on, you should have just let Yeojin join in on those. Poor Yeojin, she gets less pictures. We have Kim Lip. Jinsol. I really like Jinsol's outfit. It works really well with her sleek black hair. Cherry. Oh, they're just really the most badass unit. I don't know if future unit promotions are planned at any point in time, but I definitely would not say no to an OEC comeback. I have Eve. I'm not a huge fan of the colored contacts. That's just personal taste. I don't usually ever like the lighter contacts. And again, I'm not a big fan of the way they styled Chu's bangs in these particular pictures, but I really love the pinkish reddish streaks in her hair. That's a really bold choice that I really like. I have Go On. And of course Ollie. I feel like Ollie really suits the girl crush concept really well, and I'm glad that she was able to have a concept like that to show that off. And then the YYY unit shots. So sad we never got the YYY repackage. And we have our credits for hashtag So What, #1, Oh Yes I Am, Ding Ding Ding, and 365. And then we have the album credits. I was looking at the credits, actually. And first off, I want to note that under music producer, Soo-man Lee, so I guess he was the one producing the entire album, not just So What. But under choreography, the choreography is by Kyle Hanagami, but it says the choreography idea is by... These might be some of the other members, I'm not sure. I'm really bad at Hangul. But Olivia Yay at LOONA. So at least Olivia was actually involved in coming up with the choreography idea. That is super cool. Like I said, those might be some of the other members as well. I can't read Hangul very well, I'm sorry, so I'm not 100% sure. But either way, that's super cool that they got to be a little bit involved in the choreography this time around. I always love when idols do get to be involved in making their music or other aspects of their promotions. So now let's take a look at version B. So it's that same concept that we saw in the second half of the first photo book. It's kind of sunset design with the CD. That's very pretty. So I'm very curious if this is going to have the same two concepts and just different pictures from them. Okay, so I got my photo card, and I got Heejin this time around. Very cute. Oh, this one has a white back. So I guess version A has a black back and version B has a white back, maybe? Okay, yeah, it does look like we're going to have the same two concepts, just different pictures. Which I don't mind, although I personally would have done it with all the red outfits being in version A and all the black outfits being in version B. But that's just me personally. These are super different pictures. It's not like repeats, so I don't mind it. It would have bothered me if it was like pretty much the same exact pictures, like some other groups do. Oh, those are really cool pictures of Yeojin. We have the unit shots again. We have Kim Lip, Jinsol, Cherry. I really like her outfit. Oh, Eve's are both in black and white. That's interesting. That's a really pretty picture, too. Go on. And Olivia Hye. Then our YYYY group shots. We switch to the black concept. We have Heejin, Hyunjin, Yeojin, Vivi, and her group shots. We have Kim Lip, Jinsol. She is so pretty. Those are both really pretty pictures. Oh. Cherry. And the unit shots. Eve. Chu. Go on. Oh, I love that picture of Olivia. Super cool. And we have our lyrics again. So all of that's the same. The sunset picture at the end this time. I am really glad that they kept the packaging consistent with their previous releases. That they didn't just completely reboot everything, even though they very well could have. So I'm glad there is still some consistency, even though there are some big changes as well. And the albums are all still, you know, nicely made. There's no decrease in quality there, even though it does seem like they were on a little bit more of a budget this time in terms of concept. But again, I'm not mad about that. We have learned that the company is having some financial troubles, and I don't mind them, you know, cutting some corners if it means that we get a comeback sooner, you know? But that's why I'm glad that the albums are still of the same quality and that they didn't cheap out on the packaging. So I'm just going to look at the normals really quick because the photo book should be the same. So this is version A, and unfortunately my normals look like they got a little bit dinged up on the sides. That corner got smashed in. And it's a very similar picture on the inside. They're all horizontal. Did they like not take any vertical group pictures this era? And that's what this disc looks like. Just confirming it is the same photo book. Yes, it is. Let's real quick jump to the photo card. Oh, and I got Heejin's again. It bothers me that it's horizontal. I like it when they're consistent. But again, a really pretty photo card. And that confirms that the A versions are the ones with the black backs. And then my other B version unfortunately got even more dinged up than my other A version. The top of the spine is just really dented in. And it even carries over to the front cover, unfortunately. That is a bummer because I typically resell my normals. And little damages like that do make the value go down on the resale market, unfortunately. I really like that picture. I wish that had been one of the covers, personally. And again, it's a similar sunset picture, but just all in black this time. The photo card. Also, I didn't have good luck with the photo cards at all, unfortunately, in terms of pulling my biases. But I got this really, really gorgeous photo card of Jinsol. And again, with the white back. But that is it for today's unboxing. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more unboxings or K-pop hauls like this one, you can check out the videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.